I think I'm gonna start doing a segment called What I Learned, because I learned something probably every day, but I learned something pretty monumental this past week. So I decided to kick off this series with what I learned last week. So I'm almost 56 years old, right? And I've been driving for over 40 years. But I went on a road trip with a friend of mine. And she shared with me on the last road trip that she didn't particularly care for my driving. Well, I didn't really know what to do with that information, so I didn't do anything with it. So here we are on our second road trip. And she shared with me again, Pam, I don't like how you drive. So I'm listening, trying to process it, figure out what to do with it. So on the way back, she decided to drive because she does not like my driving. So she explained to me on the way back how my driving made her feel. She's like, my heart being in the pit of my stomach because you stop at the last minute, you be riding too close up on people, you be going too fast, like all the things. And I'm like, huh, now the truth is nobody's never really in a car with me, so nobody ever really told me that. Well, that's not true. A while ago, I have been called leadfoot in the past. That's neither here nor there. But it made me think about, as she was explaining it to me, how I felt when I was in on the passenger seat of my son's car, because he's 28 and he drives just like that, just like me. At any rate. So I said, I don't want anybody on my passenger side feeling like I felt on the passenger seat of my son's car. Like, it was horrifying. It really, really was. You don't have any control. You ride up on somebody, you stopping. I'm like, I'm a grown woman. I don't want nobody feeling like that in my car. So I took note. The next day, I was in my car by myself. I noticed I was driving a 3-car distance behind the person in front of me. I always thought, I don't know where I got this rule of thumb from, but I always thought as long as I could see the license plate that I was far enough behind them. But she's like, no, Pam, you're supposed to be 3 cars behind them. So I'm intentionally 3 cars behind the person in front of me. I was like, okay, Pam, you're changing. And then I noticed that I was intentionally doing the speed limit. There may be a little bit, about 5 minutes over, but I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Rome wasn't built in a day. But I said all this to say that you're never too old to learn. Just because the way you've done something is how you've always done it does not make it right. Just because you've done something a certain way the whole time does not necessarily make it right. And if you have friends in your life that are growing intentionally, they're trying to be the best versions of themselves, and they call you out on something or share something about a discrepancy in your personality or how you do something, process it. Listen, don't just get on the defense, because they're trying to be better and they want you better. So if you're not growing, you're dying. Every living thing is intended to grow, and keep people around you who want the best for themselves and the best for you. All right? That's what I learned this week. Peace.